O heavens! Why does my blood thus muster to my heart, making it both unable for itself, and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? So play the foolish throngs with one that swoons, come all to help him, and so stop the air by which he should revive, and even so the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own part, and in obsequious fondness crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must needs appear offence. That's you. That's you. What's the line? How? I see. Your line is, I am come to know your pleasure. Did you forget already? Gosh. Alright, we won't worry about my part, okay? So the last one, must needs appear offence. Enter Isabella. Good. That you might know it would much better please me than to demand what it is. Your brother cannot live. Yet may he live a while, and it may be, as long as you or I, yet he must die. Yea. Fie these filthy voices. It were as good to pardon him that he hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image and stamps that are forbid. It's all as easy falsely to take away a life true made, as to put metal in restrained means to make a false one. It is. You really don't. God. Pause for a second. No, I was worried during the rehearsal period that you were relying a little too much on your script. Have you actually spent any time learning this at all? Yes, I get it. We all have our own lives. Yes, actors need to have day jobs. Yes, of course, I get it. But surely you understand. I'm going to worry about that for now. Listen. I care a lot about this play. It's not very well-known Shakespeare, but Measure for Measure is one of my favorites of his, alright? I grew up liking this play. And now I'm really happy that we get to be involved in a production of it. Alright? And you, seemingly, have waltzed in here. I don't know how you took the audition, to be honest. I don't want to say that your line delivery is flat, but you know. And we are literally opening tomorrow night. And still you are forgetting line after line after line after line. Time to adjust. We've been rehearsing this for 3 months. We've had so much time to prepare. And yet still, it's just going straight through you. Why? What do you do in your spare time? Did you not go to any kind of... Is this your first production? No? Well, how did those go? Did you forget your lines on stage in those? Did you perhaps... Tired from your day job? Were you excited at all when you learned you'd be acting opposite me? You must have seen me on this stage before, right? If you have any respect for this institution, you must have seen me on stage before, in one of these previous productions. Must have had some... Exactly, right? You did have respect for me. Would it entirely surprise you to know that I also, in my younger years, before I was able to do this for a living, I spent 25 years working that day job, and I still found time to learn my fucking lines. It's long, it's arduous, and it's painful, but we do it for the art. We do it because we love it. Do you love this? Do you love the theatre? Is this why you wake up in the morning? Is this what makes you want to work that day job? So you can support your love for theatre? Yes? Well, good. Then surely what you can manage to do is practice a little bit of that love. Practice it by taking this source material seriously. Do you even like Shakespeare? Or are you a witless groupie who saw that I was in this play and threw your hat in the ring without ever studying the source material whatsoever? To be honest, perhaps I shouldn't even blame you. Perhaps I should blame the casting director. Try again. Alright, let's try again. And I will give you clues for your lines. Alright? I will give you clues. I'll give you the start of the line, and then you can feed it back to me, okay? And we will go as far through this scene as we can. And let's hope we can make it to the end without you needing to beg me to tell you the line. Alright? Exit servant. Oh, heavens! Why does my blood thus muster to my heart, making it both unable for itself and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? So play the foolish throngs with one that swoons, come all to help him, and so stop the air by which he should revive. And even so the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own part, and in obsequious fondness crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must need appear. Offence, how now, fair maid? That you might know it would much better please me than to demand what it is. Your brother cannot live. Good. Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I, yet he must die. Yes. Good. Ha! Fie, these filthy vices! It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image and stamps that are forbid. 'Tis all as easy falsely to take away a life true made, as to put metal in restrained means to make a false one. Good. Say you so? Then I shall pose you quickly. Which had you rather? The most just law now took your brother's life, or to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained? Good. See, you do know this. I took not of your soul. Our compelled sins stand for number than for a compt. Nay, I'll not warrant that, for I can speak against the thing I say. Answer to this. I now, the voice of recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity and sin to save his brother's life? Please. Well, it was better than last time. Better than last time. But it's not opening night good. I almost wish we did have previews, so that the newspaper critics could have drummed you up already and we could have found a replacement. Well, there's no way to... There's nothing to be helped. Show must go on. Listen. I'm fine to be here with you for as long as it takes. You and I both know what it's like to operate on very little sleep, don't we? So we can just keep going, won't we? Good. We can go for as long as you need, right? Aren't I being good? Aren't I being cordial? Oh, you need rest already. Let's just take a minute. Why don't we, as opposites, as two colleagues, where at the end of the day our interests align. We both love the theatre, and we both want to make something good. Deeply, don't we? We both want to help our careers, we want to pay respects to a classic work of art, and we both want to get through this without some kind of a major mental breakdown. So, what would help you? What would help you learn these lines quicker? Would you like me to read all of it, and then you can listen and try to revitalize your memory? A hug. You want... You are a strange one. I didn't sign on to this play for the very cornering and quite terrifying eventuality that some fan of mine might somehow wind up acting opposite me and then tries to pressure me into giving them physical affection. Why would you even want to? Do you not get what's going on here? I'm patronizing you. I don't have faith in you. If I had the option of replacing you with someone else tomorrow, I would. But unfortunately, you're all we've got. I'm not here out of an effort to aid your acting career. I'm here to save this play. So, either you can keep up with this really strange act where you don't know your lines and then you ask for what? Comfort? What, are you going to start crying? Are you one of those single tear people? Do I look like a double fucking rainbow to you? You probably don't even know what movie that's from. Jesus. Alright, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that perhaps I may have come on quite strong. The fact of the matter is, I am only acting this way, and I'm only treating you like this because I want the best for this production. Right? It's what we both want. The pair of us want a stellar production. The pair of us want something that will go well, go down well in the papers, will, most importantly, pay respects to one of the greatest playwrights who ever lived, so that we might in some small way become a part of acting history and might aid those inspired by us to pick up the mantle and to also pay respects to one of the greatest playwrights of all time. But there's an extent to which I almost don't even want to help you because, well, perhaps it's good to have someone on stage who keeps flubbing their lines. Perhaps it's good to have someone out there who exemplifies what a bad actor looks like. And so all those little boys and girls who watch theatre, who watch the movies, who watch TV, and look at the stars getting their Tonys, getting their Oscars, and says, "Oh, Mum, I'd like to be one of them when I grow up. Oh, Dad, I'd like to be one of them." So that all of them can see how easy it is to have it all fall away if you don't do what's expected of you. Let's continue where we left off, shall we? Trust me, if I wasn't lecturing you, I don't think we would wind up making it through this night at all. I need you to believe this, and I need you to take what I'm saying seriously or we'll never make it through. You're in no position to be arguing with me. Do you understand? You're in no position to be arguing with me. All right. I'll try to be constructive. So, I'll read out your lines and then you can just feed them back to me, all right? And then we'll keep going and see how far it goes. Please you to do it. I'll take it as a peril to my soul. It is no sin at all, but charity. And then I'll say, pleased you to do it at peril of your soul, were equal poise of sin and charity. And then you'll say, that I do beg his life. If it be sin, heaven let me bear it. You granting of my suit, if that be sin, I'll make it my morn prayer to have added to the faults of mine, and nothing of your answer. And I'll say, nay, but hear me, your sense pursues not mine, either you are ignorant or seem so craftily, and that's not good. And then you will say, let me be ignorant, and in nothing good, but graciously to know I am no better. And then I will say, thus wisdom wishes to appear most bright when it doth tax itself, as these black masks proclaim, an unshield beauty 10 times louder than beauty could displayed. But mark me, to be received plain, I'll speak more gross, your brother is to die. The next line is one word. Expecting too much. Rushing. Did you honestly just turn to me and say that I was rushing? Need I remind you that we are less than 24 hours from opening night? To perform in this theatre is a privilege. And it would be a crime of which even I would be guilty, to have given that your spot on that stage to you rather than to someone more deserving. You should know this off by heart, and you should have weeks ago, Months ago, even. Practically, you should have known it all before we even arrived for rehearsal. You will keep fucking pace with me and you won't complain about it. If you're trying to get me to be gentle and cordial with you, you're not doing a great job. Keep up with me, or I'm afraid I'm just going to leave you behind. We'll have to put out some sob-story newspaper article that the play had to be delayed or, worst of all, postponed, while we look for someone to replace you, unless you can keep time with me. Good? Then let's try that again. All right. We're going to go from the top. I've fed you your lines quite thoroughly, so perhaps you can remember just a little bit of it, okay? Let's keep it going. Oh, heavens! Why does my blood thus muster to my heart, making it both unable for itself and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? So play the foolish throngs with one that swoons, come all to help him, and so stop the air by which he should revive. And even so, the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own part, and in obsequious fondness, crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must needs appear offence. How now, fair maid? Good. That you might know it, would much better please me than to demand what it is. Your brother cannot live. Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I, yet he must die. Yea. Ha! Fie these filthy vices. It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image in stamps that are forbid. Fuck. Is that you? Did you give me that? Give me your fucking phone. I've done such a roll there. Give me your phone. Put that shit down and let's get back to work. Let's pretend that didn't happen. So from the top. Fie these filthy vices. It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image in stamps that are forbid. 'Tis all as easy falsely to take away a life true made, as to put metal in restrained means, to make a false one. Say you so, then I shall pose you quickly. Which had you rather, that the most just law now took your brother's life, or to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained? I talk not of your soul. Our compelled sins stand more for number than for accompt. Nay, I'll not warrant that, for I can speak against the thing I say. Answer to this. I, now the voice of the recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life? Please. Good. Pleased you to do it at peril of your soul, were equal poise of sin and charity. Alright, stop that. That was better. No, that was better. But in your slightly longer line, your voice is shaking quite a bit. And it's my fault. Seems like you're, let's be honest, less in character and more just trying to make it out of this studio alive. So, well done on remembering up until that point. Well done. But it still isn't there quite yet. And the worst part is my character's supposed to be lusting after yours. Excuse me, I think I might struggle to be in character for a while, but I shouldn't be rude. I shouldn't be rude. Yes, you might be. Well, sure, you look fine. You look about as a person playing Isabella from Measure for Measure should, But I don't know if, well, think of it this way, right? If you met someone, guy, girl, whichever you're into, and sure, they might look fine, but then in practice, when you meet them, they don't respect your craft as much as you would like them to. They strike you as, well, let's say, talentless. And they make your job quite a lot harder. Would you like them? And frankly, I find it a little, I should say vastly unprofessional that you even asked that question to begin with. But I'll look past it. Do you know, I have a sort of a routine before opening night. I actually don't go through the script at all 24 hours before beginning. When rehearsal is so thorough, and when you try your hardest in the months leading up, I find that it can help immensely to have some space for one to rest and one to think. Less so about the minutiae, less so about the lines themselves, and more so about the character you're playing, what their motivations are, their intentions, their personality, their place within the story. All I'm saying is, I believe the closer one looks, the less you will see. And so I am very much out of my comfort zone at the moment, purely so that I can help you. I probably should have said something sooner. Perhaps I should blame myself. I probably should have said something to you much, much sooner. When I did notice, of course, that you hadn't been showing up more often than anyone else. You seemed to make excuses more often than anyone else. And whenever we finished with rehearsal and we had another line reading, or if the other actors were just hanging out, they would have their scripts with them and they would be studying. But you never were. just sat by yourself, or chatting with someone. Your script was never near to you. And if you're alone, and if you have space, and if you have time, especially if you're barely confident in the material, is that anxiety not hitting you? The, oh, I'd better learn my lines? Oh well, if you're so busy and so tired, then why were you still here? Why didn't you let us know? Why didn't you say, sorry everyone, I have to get back to work, I'll see you tomorrow? But no, you were sat by yourself, doing shit all. I swear I walked past you one time when I saw your script face down on the floor. No, you weren't multitasking. I don't know if it's a word. Just no tasking. Nothing at all. Just sat there, drifting off, while the rest of us are doing our absolute best to make this as best as it can be. All right. Listen, I know I'm struggling to put my thoughts and opinions somewhere else. I do feel very strongly about this, as you can probably imagine. I am hurt and worried, not just for the production itself, but for the other actors. What if your lack of knowledge rubs off on them as well? And what if they're not sure how to play off of you, and maybe theatre critics don't like them so much either? They're putting their trust in you, and I'm putting my trust in you. Perhaps we need to go about this another way. How can I help you? Put aside all of my judgments, and I know you probably hate me by now. I get it. I'm not exactly the greatest mentor. Never have been, and I know that. I will try positive reinforcement, and we'll try to go off script this time, okay? We'll just take it from the top, and I'll say nothing if you get it wrong, but I'll be supportive if you get it right. Okay? I'll try my very best, if all for the play. That be better for you? We're just going to take it from the top, just this one scene you're struggling with, alright? Oh, heavens. Why does my blood thus muster to my heart, making both it unable for itself, and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? So play the foolish throngs with one that swoons, come all to help him, and so stop the air by which he should revive. And even so, the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own part, and, in obsequious fondness, crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must needs appear offence. How now, fair maid? Good, very good. That you might know it, would much better please me than to demand what it is. Your brother cannot live. Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I. Yet he must die. Yea. Very good. Ha! Fie these filthy vices. It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit their saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image in stamps that are forbid. 'Tis all as easy falsely to take away a true life made, as to put metal in restrained means, to make a false one. Very good, very good. Say you so? Then I shall pose you quickly, which had you rather that the most just law now took your brother's life, or, to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained? I talk not of your soul. Our compelled sins stand for more number than for a compt. Nay, I'll not warrant that. For I can speak against the thing I say. Answer to this. I, now the voice of recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life? Good, good, very good, very good. Well done, well done. Pleased you to do it at peril of your soul, were equal poise of sin and charity. Nay, but hear me. Your sense pursues not mine. Either you are ignorant, or seem so craftily, and that's not good. Thus wisdom wishes to appear most bright, when it doth tax itself, as these black masks proclaim an unshield beauty 10 times louder than beauty could displayed. But mark me to be relieved in pain. I'll speak more gross. Your brother is to die. Your brother is to die. And his offence is so, as it appears accountant to the law upon that pain. Accountant to the law upon that pain. Admit no other way to save his life, as I subscribe not that nor any other, but in the loss of question, that you, his sister, finding yourself desired of such a person, whose credit with the judge or own great place could fetch your brother from the manacles of the all-building law, and that there were no earthly mean to save him, but that either you must lay down the treasures of your body to this supposed, or else to let him suffer, what would you do? The script for that. Let's just quickly take a look. Let's just quickly take a look. As much for my poor brother as myself, that is where I, under the terms of death, at the impression of keen whips I'd wear as rubies, and strip myself to death, as to a bed that longing have been sick for, ere I'd yield my body up to shame. Should we try again? Alright, let's try again. Of the all-building law, and that there were no earthly mean to save him, but that either you must lay down the treasures of your body to this supposed, or else to let him suffer, what would you do? Good, good, that's much better, much better. Then your brother must die. Were not you then as cruel as the sentence that you have slandered so? You seemed of late to make the law a tyrant, and rather prove the sliding of your brother a merriment than a vice. We are all frail. My brother. Good, good. Nay, women are frail too. All right, let's break that. Let's break that. That was better. No, that was much better. I think that must be a way of getting through to you. I should just put my perspective outside and just try to be nice about it, I guess. But good. That was better. Much better. A reward? What more could I give you than just a pat on the back and a well done? All right. Come here. I'm sorry I've been awful to you. If you just try, you'll make it. All right? Let's try to do this, even if we hate each other. Let's do it. For the theatre. For our future. Okay? There's a good spark in you, I think. Better perhaps than I think I had in mind. You do care. You just need to put more of your time into this. You just need to take it more seriously, and you'll be fine. Now, I think the fact of the matter is, you're starting to get the hang of the lines, especially in this scene, but I'm still struggling to, let's say, believe your performance right now. We can fix that up. We can keep it moving. Excuse me. But we just need to keep practicing. All right? Tell me, I won't say a word. Tell me about Isabella. What does she want from the scene? It's desperation. That's right. And I wouldn't blame you, right? Because Shakespearean language is so deliberate, and it's so not something that a person in real desperation in our day and age would say. But when I hear your delivery, it is a little too deliberate. It sort of sounds as though you are, well, forgive my rudeness, reading off a script. We need more of that power. We need more of that raw desperation. We need panic. And we also need diplomacy. You're speaking to a man with all the power in the situation. Speaking with a man who has the chance to help. And yes, he might have some quite seedy and nasty ideas of what he might do with that despair and panic. But at this point, it's past your What am I trying to say here? It's not of your concern. You don't care what happens to you. You just have to save your brother. Aha. Okay. Okay. I'll try playing up sort of the sleaziness, and you can try playing up the desperation, right? And we'll talk about some kind of other incentive for if you get this right once it's done. It's like I'm teaching a bear to dance. All right. From the top, are you ready? Okay. Oh, heavens. Why does my plot thus muster to my heart, making both it unable for itself, and dispossessing all my other parts of necessary fitness? So play the foolish throngs with one that swoons. Come all to help him, and so stop the air by which he should revive. And even so, the general, subject to a well-wished king, quit their own parts, and in obsequious fondness crowd to his presence, where their untaught love must appear offence. How now, fair maid? Right. When I say desperation, I don't mean that you are screaming as though someone's chopped your left tit off. I mean, you are trying to get something, and beneath the surface there is anxiety, and it's bubbling forth, and it can grow over the course of the scene. But you shouldn't walk in and scream, "I have come to know your pleasure." That's not going to fly. Let's try that again. How now, fair maid? Better. That you might know it would much better please me than to demand what it is. Your brother cannot live. All right, so let a little more of that out now. Let a little more of that out. This facade is starting to break. He knows what you want, but you can't keep yourself restrained for too long, okay? Let yourself feel, okay? Than to demand what it is. Your brother cannot live. Better. Yet may he live a while, and it may be as long as you or I. Yet he must die. Yea. That's good. That's good. Fie, these filthy vices. It were as good to pardon him that hath from nature stolen a man already made, as to remit that saucy sweetness that do coin heaven's image in stamps that are forbid. 'Tis all as easy, falsely to take away a life true made, than to put metal in restrained means to make a false one. Say you so? Then I shall pose you quickly. Which would you rather, that the most just law now took your brother's life, or, to redeem him, give up your body to such sweet uncleanness as she that he hath stained? I talk not of your soul. Our compelled sins stand for more number than for a compt. All right, let's dial it back a little bit. So, you probably remember this from whichever drama school you went to. Is that when a scene begins with heightened intensity, there is this unfortunate tendency that it rises and rises and rises and rises with no ebb and flow. When your sentences become shorter, it may be better if you dial it back just a hair. Collect yourself. All right. Let's try that again. Our compelled sins stand more for number than for a compt. Better. Nay, I'll not warrant that, for I can speak against the thing I say. Answer to this. I, now the voice of the recorded law, pronounce a sentence on your brother's life. Might there not be a charity in sin to save this brother's life? Pleased you to do it at peril of your soul, were equal poise of sin and charity. Better. Nay, but hear me. Your sense pursues not mine. Either you are ignorant or seem so craftily, and that's not good. Thus wisdom wishes to appear most bright, and when it doth tax itself, as these black masks proclaim, in an unshield beauty 10 times louder than beauty could displayed, but mark me to be received plain, I'll speak more gross. Your brother is to die. Oh, that's good. And his offence is so, as it appears accountant to the law upon that pain. Admit no other way to save his life, as I subscribe not that nor any other, but in the loss of question that you, his sister, finding yourself desired of such a person, whose credit with the judge or own great place could fetch your brother from the manacles of the all-building law, and that there were no earthly mean to save him, but that either you must lay down the treasures of your body to this supposed, or else to let him suffer, what would you do? Okay, let's stop there. That was better. But I think for this line what we need is, well, I'll ask you. When Isabella comes to the realization, obviously, or rather confronts the reality that she may have to lay down her body in order to save her brother's life, how do you think she would respond? How would her words leave her mouth? Good. We've had desperation, and, well, now that I am sort of entertaining the fact that perhaps your brother could live should you lay down your body, I would say rather than desperation, because there is no more desperation needed, you're not begging me anymore, I think anger and regret is better. How do you show anger and regret? Try something more restrained, sort of. A subtle shake, perhaps. Maybe you can squeeze out a tear again. Well, that's up to you. Alright. We'll go again in a second. And I must say, the moment you became more physical in your performance, and you grabbed my arm. It was good. It worked. So well done. Is this working for you? Please, for the love of fucking God, tell me this is working for you. I mean, it seems to be working for you. Good. Good. Thank fucking God. We might just be able to pull this out of the bag. Okay. Oh, right. Sure. That was a fantastic rendition of that section of the script. How can I say thank you? I can't fucking believe I'm doing this. No, I'm sorry. I know, I'm just throwing words down, but I need you to latch on to something. If mindless, false positivity gets through to you, then I'll do it. I don't care about getting some kind of a great transformation out of you. I just want the fucking play to work. After all these months, I can't believe that I'll be acting opposite a fucking hack. And you've got a chance to prove it to me, but you know, now that I'm trying to be nice to you, you're out here telling me that my niceness seems fake. Well, I'm sorry that perhaps off stage I can't act to save my skin. Maybe it could be that I'm so offended I'd rather not act like something I don't feel. You are getting better. Sure, you're getting better. Prima donna, how fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? Come here. Come here. I have not spent 25 years of my life working multiple jobs and working in the theatre across all different roles of all different shapes and sizes, and then even longer, making this the focus of my life. To act alongside someone who doesn't care. Oh God, it's almost funny how fucking entitled you are. I'm sorry, I can't keep acting like I can just blindly praise you when you really believe that you deserve to be here? You really believe that you're, what, destined to play this part? That no one could do it better than you? You passed the audition, which is a fucking mystery to me. And then, just use that fucking brain of yours, if you do have one. Just think, for 3 or 4 seconds, just the littlest time it might take for those neurons in your brain to make the slightest fucking connection. Think for 1 second about what you're saying and who you're saying it to. That's what actors do. They say lines, and they understand why they're being said. When you call me pompous, when you call me jumped up, and when you call me unnecessarily rude, you're acting as though the context of me having spent every day learning these lines, and even longer in my younger years managing to learn lines much longer than what you're dealing with while working multiple jobs. You're acting as though you aren't talking to an expert, and that you have all the knowledge in the world, that you have no business being told what to do or how to do it by someone who clearly has more experience than you, and you have the nerve, the fucking gall, to turn to me and say that I'm the one with the real fucking problems. As though I was the one sat staring off into space when I had plenty of time to learn these lines. If I were you, and if I had wasted that much time, yes, actually, I have won a Tony before. You'd probably know that, if you had done even the slightest level of research before you arrived here. All I'm trying to suggest is that maybe you should humble yourself. Think about the stage you're walking on. Think about the others and all the time they've put into making this something really special. Some of them, I'd imagine, working a lot harder than you. And instead of bickering and arguing and fighting, oh, please. I am in a stage play, on Broadway, mind you, because I love theatre. Do you know how big this production is? I got my start in theatre. Theatre is my passion. This is all I've ever done. What do you mean, what is he doing in a stage play? I'm in a stage play because it's the purest form of acting that there is, and I adore it. Every second is like a drug to me. I have so much fun and excitement and everything from this. Is this a stepping stone to you? The wood on that stage that have been graced by the feet of countless award-winning actors? Is that a stepping stone to Hollywood for you? Is that all this is? To get noticed by some theatre critic, and then to start showing up in student films, saying, oh yes, I was on Broadway. Is that what you fucking want for yourself? Or you could understand, or you could start to take in mind that yes, theatre might not be the multi-billion-dollar organization or industry that Hollywood is. Sure. It's not about the size. It's not about the money. It's not about any of that. It's about the art. It's about the love of those words and of those who came before you. I am happy to be here. I'm extremely happy to be on this stage, but I am mortified that I have to share it with you. Right, and so faced with the truth, faced with the reality of your situation, faced with the reality that we are opening tomorrow night and you still don't even know all of your lines? And your solution to that is to start coming after me. As though I'm the problem here. Perhaps I should just let the plate go. I've put a lot of work into this. I'm really proud of how mine and everyone else's performances are turning out, but clearly you just don't seem to care. Hey, you. Hey. Asshole. Look at me. Come here. Come here. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. Watch your fucking mouth. Watch what you say. It's not about me. It's never been about me. It's about how you treat everyone around you. It's about how you have respect for the people involved with you in this production. Does that sting? Well, I mean, you could try. You could try walking outside, and you could try going and finding someone and saying, "Oh, he hit me, oh, he hit me." Or you could hit me back, huh? Or you could just try and get even with me, huh? I mean, this line learning session has been about 20% line learning and 80% a fucking shouting match. Alright, do it. Come on, come on, come on, come on, do it. Was that it? Come on, try it again. Try again! And as I expected, it's about as impactful as your performance. Weak and not memorable. And I know I might have fucked this up by now. I know I might have not been the best teacher. But I think you might just be 100% unteachable. And you still can't just... No, I shouldn't expect you to. Oh, I shouldn't expect you to. Listen to you. Listen to you. Talking like you have any idea what you're talking about, what matters to me, what makes me tick. You're acting like I'm a social media obsessed celebrity. I don't give a fuck about that. The world can forget about me as long as I keep getting to walk on that stage and do what I love. You're trying to jump down my throat with accusations that I'm what, becoming irrelevant? Sure. If I was so concerned with relevancy, I would have gone to Hollywood years ago. But I'm happy here. Extremely happy here. In these lovely plays with these hard-working crews and even harder-working actors, I feel like this is just where I belong. And if it's a full house, or if I'm performing to just one person, I'll always be happy. Always. I love my job. I always have. And then, in walks someone whose only concern is getting famous nice and quick so they can walk out on that stage, have someone look at them and say, huh, they've got what it takes, they're a good actor, and then maybe you can finally leave theatre behind and go and do what you really care about, which is chasing that so coveted relevancy that you seem so keen on, that you seem so obsessed with. Well, good luck, because the theatre will be very, very healthy without you in it. Ow! Look at your face. It's cute. Oh, it's really cute. It's adorable, actually. Look at your face. You've gone so red. What, you're pouting like a child? Well, yes, a little red from getting slapped the shit out of, and a little red because you're clearly embarrassed and don't know what to say. No, that is cute. You can't even memorize your real lines. It's like there's a script in your head, but you're forgetting what it is. You probably had all these little lines laid out to try and get under my skin, and when none of them worked, what, your improv skills seemingly might be even worse than your skills at remembering lines. Oh no, we can't force you out now. Maybe if I lost my career over this, I might actually have a chance at being in something smaller, where people actually care. That might be nice. So, no, I don't think I give a shit. Maybe that's it. Maybe I want to get thrown out of this establishment, having bullied a younger budding actor. Huh? I hate it, but the harder you pout, and the more those eyes water. You do look very cute, don't you? How about the play? You never gave a shit about the play. You just gave a shit about getting to hang out with famous people and getting to pretend like you mattered more than you did. Oh, I'm cute. Sure, fine. Alright, thank you. Why not? Why shouldn't I? You hate me, don't you? I've let you down. You were a fan. You really liked my work, and now you can't stand me. Wouldn't you want to take that out on me? Huh? If you could get anything good out of this before your career inevitably goes to the dogs. Frustrated with yourself. And you've got no idea how adorable it is to finally see some honesty out of you. Thought I'd hit harder, did you? What? Like this? You were trying to get that out of me, weren't you? Trying to force my hand, weren't you? Don't blame me. You bastard. This is what you wanted from the beginning, isn't it?
Oh, you taste good. There's a little bit of blood in your lip. Better? Yeah, I thought it might shut you up. Oh, what? Still angry? Yeah, me too, of course I am. Of course I am. I'll bite my neck, I'll bite your neck. Come on, go up against that wall. Go on. Go on. Grab onto that surface. Hold on, hold on. Oh, wow. How long have you been like this? How long has it looked like this? Since before I started? What, the entire time you were this ready for it? Since the start, of course. Of course. How does it feel? Ooh. Stop. No, I don't think I will. I'll just come up behind you. Reach around and I'll keep doing this and I'll just come right up into your ear and I'm going to ask you something. How did it feel? And perhaps this will be a good way of method acting a little. Maybe this might make your performance a little best. A little better, just a little. How did it feel to listen to me berate you? Listen to me tell you that you had no future. Listen to me tell you that you had no talent, didn't care for the theatre. Oh, 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 that's good. I don't even have to look at your face. Just have to listen to the way you moan. Ah, 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 ah. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now I'm getting through to you. Can't stand? Well, it's not as though you remember your lines either. I think not being able to stand up should be the last of your worries. Mm. 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 If someone comes in, I guess they're gonna see just what you're willing to do to get ahead. So you better fucking hope that nobody does. Word spreads fast in this industry, and I'm fine with having to take a step back in my career. I don't know about someone as young and ambitious as you. I don't know about someone who's only concerned about Hollywood is going to feel to have those rumors start to spread. Why do you taste even better when you get scared? What is it about you that makes you enjoy it even more? You're just like me. You're just like me. Go to my place, wouldn't you rather keep it going here? Huh? Wouldn't you rather maintain this risk factor? I think you might. I think that's more of you. No, nobody wants to get caught. But if we were, I think you'd enjoy it all the same. Shh. You keep asking for it, but I don't think you deserve it. At least not yet. You keep asking for it, and now you're begging. Let me grab your face. Let me look at you. Oh. Let me grab your face. And you're, after being berated, after being what? Belittled and told that you don't matter. You're desperate. Absolutely starving for a piece of my cock. Ooh. That was good. I like the rebel in you. The way you spat in my face was almost cute. Even more cute than you already are. You feel that? You feel that? What, do you want it? Do you? Really? Really? Why don't you beg for it? Better yet. Oh, better yet. Why don't you admit that you were wrong about me? And that I was right about you? Oh God, whatever. Let me just. Oh, that's good. You like it when I choke you? Do you hate me? Do you hate me? What do you mean it's too fast? You asked for this. Oh, did you finish that fast? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm done already. Yeah, I can't say I'm surprised. You don't really have all that much stamina for normal pursuits in life, like learning lines, so it makes sense that you wouldn't last very long down there either. I'll expect you to help me finish that another time. I would ask you to go home and learn the rest of your lines, but I almost think I would want to fuck you again even more if you did fuck up this place. If you did fuck it up, and if you did have that much of a stupid little brain, oh God, I don't think I could stop myself from making it rattle around in your skull. Because you are stupid, aren't you? Winding up at a place you don't understand and falling for someone who clearly fucking hates you. Well, I suppose it can't be helped. Pull your pants up, you fucking idiot. Let's wrap up, shall we? Let's wrap up. Oh. Well, I suppose you might have to hide that on your way out, but it's not my problem, I'm fine. Right. Tomorrow is our opening day. And I think I know just how to get through to you. If you spend all night learning these lines to perfection, working on your performance, and really trying as best as you can to have a good, solid performance, maybe I'll let you have another taste of me. Okay? Maybe. I think that's the best way that I can get through to you. I think that's the best way I've got. So think about all the time you'll spend between now and the rest of your life if you fuck this up for me tomorrow. You'll have only had me inside you once, and you'll think about how good it was. You'll think about how good it was. And you'll know that I'll be off fucking someone far more beautiful than you. Sucks to suck, I guess. Or maybe you can do right by me. And maybe I won't have to turn to that. Okay? Oh, and to appease that very poorly hidden praise kink of yours, well done. Well done for trying to learn your lines. Well done for staying after normal rehearsal hours. And well done for coming all over my cock as soon as I asked you to. You've been very, very good. Very good. All right. Go home. Get studying. And I will see you on stage tomorrow. Well, here we are. The bed trick. One of my favorite parts of Shakespeare. It's a nice little trick, isn't it? I like the way they wanted to do this one. Normally it would be something that transpires off screen. Or off stage, rather. Although you are more used to Hollywood, aren't you? We're in intermission right now. I'd say we've got about 15 minutes. I must say, your performance in Acts 1 through 3 was pretty good. I must have finally gotten through to you. I must have finally kind of pushed you in the right direction. Studied all night, did you? And I can't even tell that you're tired. You must really want this. How are you finding it? You feel alright? You know, I think after I made you calm, I started liking you a little more. And I am proud of you. Even if the promise of more dick was the only way to get through to you. I'm very proud of you for seemingly of having had a real change of heart. Well, while we're under the covers, no one will see us, will they? A reward, yes. Good thinking. Good thinking. You're a good kisser. I think having some fun before we start might be the perfect way. It might be the perfect way of helping you focus. All that pent-up energy can't be good for you on stage. And you know, I'm feeling just what I felt yesterday. Just this really unavoidable desire to just use you for having said all those things to me. And with everyone listening, we'll have to keep it nice and quiet. We'll have to avoid smudging each other's makeup. We'll have to avoid all sorts of disasters. And while the curtains are closed, and while the others are worrying about their lines, which we all know has never been a problem for you, we might have a little bit of time. Yes, we can't move too much, so here's what we're going to do. Why don't we really do it? Right now. It's a full house. Sold out. theatre critics there. Famous people. All the kinds of people that you've spent your whole life looking up to. Turn around. Turn around. Lie on your side. Let me sidle up behind you, alright? Thank God this costume isn't too difficult to work around. You feel that? Rubbing between your legs. It's good, isn't it? You feel that? You feel that? Alright. Here it goes. Oh, wow. I can't tell if it's the tension from having been on stage or whatever it is, but you feel even tighter than you did yesterday. Alright. Nice and slowly. I'll cover your mouth. You feel so good. Turn around and kiss me. Just lean over with that. Let me kiss your neck. God, it's so difficult to keep quiet. God, it's so difficult to go so slow. God. I just want to show the whole world the kind of person you are. I want to pick you up and drive it into you as hard as I can. Make you scream so the whole world can hear you. It's not that I'm trying to ruin your life, it's just that I know you want this. And I want it too. If you go down, I'll go down with you. Oh, fucking God. I'll never be able to finish like this. You should be able to manage just a little faster. Come on. Quickly, turn over. Come over here, lie on your back. Lie on your back. Grab your ankles, I'll put them above your head. Oh, fucking God, that's good. Sorry, I can't make this much noise, it's just so fucking good. So what if they hear us? You wanted this, didn't you? You wanted this, didn't you? Don't make any noise. Don't make a sound. I think they're going. I think they're going. I think they're going. Thank God this duvet's thick, or else they definitely would have seen our outline. Unmistakable. Turn over, lie on your stomach. Keep your legs together. Let me just... Oh God, is it that easy to reach the back of you, Jesus Christ? Oh, is it that easy to reach the back of you? God damn. We don't have long left. We have to do this now. We have to do this now. We have to do this now. God. Love your bodies is not much. I'm so glad I decided to fuck with you. I'm so glad you decided